Greetings. Welcome to episode 7 of my series titled St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, Lead an International Airport to serve the three southwestern parishes of Jamaica. We will be discussing the above subject in today's presentation. First, I'm making a request for you to support this channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing today's video. Also, feel free to take part in any discussions below. Today's topic is a continuation of my last topic, which is the decline of the southwestern tourism industry is caused by a lack of investments in the southwest infrastructure compared to investments on the north coast. Today's 4 main points for discussions are: 1. Why are there less visitors in Black River over the past 10 years compared to the number of visitors in Black River 40 years ago? 2. What happens to the 1970s and 1980s tourism boom in Black River? 3. Why were there so many hotels closed in Black River in the late 1990s and the 2000s? And 4. How will the tourism industry in Black River and the surrounding towns and villages be rejuvenated? Due to a lack of job opportunities in Black River and St. Elizabeth on a whole, many of its citizens has migrated to find employment overseas or in different parts of Jamaica in some cases. An international airport in St. Elizabeth will change all that, as local jobs will be provided. Many of its citizens who have migrated may even start to return to settle in St. Elizabeth due to the developments that the airport will bring to the parish. Many people who have not migrated from St. Elizabeth now relies on seasonal work in the USA and Canada to survive. Many are doing the same hotel work in the USA for 4 to 5 months out of the year that they could be doing in St. Elizabeth. Maybe if they get a full-time job in a hotel near their town or village, they will stay and work in Jamaica rather than doing seasonal work abroad. We need our citizens to build up Jamaica, to make our country prosperous. There were also more tourists in St. Elizabeth in the 1960s, the 1970s, and 1980s than they are today. I migrated in 1990, but I started visiting Jamaica every year for the past 15 years. Hence, I can see the difference these days of how things are now compared to how they used to be. There were also lots of seasonal entertainments throughout the year in Black River in the 1970s and 1980s compared to what is on offer today. As for family events, the flower show at the Independence Park was a great event each year. That event seems to be making a comeback now. There were also boat races, including a tightrope walk across the Black River, and lots of other events that function every year. It used to be held by the section of the wharf by the Black River Bridge. That was a great event as well, that attracted people from all over. My father was the main fisherman in Black River, with the largest fishing business in Black River back then. My older brothers used to run the fishing business with him, hence they would have a couple of my father's boats racing each year at that event. Then there were the John Canoe events with the cow heads and horse heads, dressing costumes, etc. That seems to last forever during the Christmas and New Year's celebrations. Though the main John Canoe events only lasted a few days, there were one or two of the men that carried on for weeks, scaring people who were going about their daily task at a time when they probably should not be doing that. The ladies in particular were easily scared of the dressed up cowheads and men, etc. However, everything was done in great humor and fun. Then there were the adults events with the best singers and top DJs and music bands in Jamaica that would perform at the Independence Park and other venues in Black River throughout the year, but especially during the Christmas season. There would sometimes be 3 shows every week from mid-December to early January, taking place at Independence Park or somewhere else in Black River. These would be the top performers in the country performing in Black River. I had become a peanut man almost by chance. Then I became the number 1 peanut man in Black River from the late 1970s to the early 1980s. Hence, I would be at all the entertainment shows that took place in Black River, selling peanuts. This gave me a good understanding of everything that was taking place in the town and who was doing what and where, etc., especially when it comes to promotions and any developments in the entertainment industry at that time. In the 1970s and 1980s, all investments in the tourism sector in Black River and the surrounding areas were done by Jamaicans, most of whom were returning residents. They got little or no help from the government. I think after a while, they lost market shares because they could not compete with the North Coast and the incentives that the government were offering hoteliers on the North Coast, etc. However, I was not in Jamaica in the 1990s to observe what was going on. It just seems strange that instead of the tourism sector increasing in Black River and surrounding towns and villages, the tourism sector actually decreases. The slide started during the late 1990s and it has been decreasing since that time. I can remember in the 1980s and up to the turn of the century, in some quarters, there was a buzz in the tourism industry in Black River and other parts of St. Elizabeth, such as Parishes and Treasure Beach, etc. Many hotels and guest houses were being built, some by returning residents. Then it seems like towards the end of the 1990s, things started to take a downturn in the tourism industry in Black River and the surrounding areas. A lot of the hotels that were being built from around the mid-1970s up to the year 2000 are now run down or closed. Some are currently for sale for the past 10 years but can't be sold. These are just the ones that I happen to walk past, as they are within walking distance from my parents' home in Black River. There are other hotels that I heard about that are closed down or for sale, etc. Hence, when I say that we need an international airport in St. Elizabeth, I'm speaking with a lot of experience in regards to what has happened in Black River since 1960s. Also, about a quarter of the men in one of the districts just outside Black River throughout the 1960s and 1970s used to work for my father in his fishing business at one point or another during their working life. Hence, I grew up knowing about employment through my father's business. Then I know about the entertainment landscape and industry by becoming the #1 peanut man in Black River. I also have family members who have been one of the top dairy farmers in Black River since 1970s. I truly believe that Jamaica can double its GDP by 2030 through the tourism industry and the agricultural sector, as I have demonstrated in my previous post. The government is also making a lot of announcements in line with the things that I am saying. However, there seems to be no roadmaps or timescale as to how the government will achieve or realize the things that it is announcing. For example, the government had announced the possibility of an airport at the Holland Bamboo in St. Elizabeth, but there are no timescale or follow-up announcements since the government made the initial announcement last year. We need actions, not just words, in regards to the airport in St. Elizabeth. Thanks for watching this video. To support my channel, please click on the subscribe button below, share this video, and leave your comments below. God bless you. God bless our Prime Minister. God bless the Jamaican Parliament. And God bless Jamaica. Until my next video, peace.